Well, we destroyed the warehouse. We did a good thing for Mercurio, finally. That was our very first thing that we were supposed to do after coming to the town. We're back here. But now the Sabbat might be really angry at me. Before, when we were with Jack, we were just kinda in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't think they were aiming for me specifically, but now they probably know who I am.
Nice work, Cupcake. I felt that explosion a mile away. It's all over the news, too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabbat just howling for blood tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. If we did it in stealth, then maybe they wouldn't know, but pretty sure a bunch of people saw me there. Did I kill everybody who saw me? No, there was a guy that was wearing a different shirt. I didn't kill him. Oh, maybe I should have. Thanks. Do you know someone named Beckett?
Beckett? Well, I know of him. Why?
I spoke with him.
No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. Well, that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition.
Oh. Sounds like someone who might be a good friend to have. Friend? Well, let's try to treat most of our interactions like business interactions here. Do we really have friends? According to that lady on the beach, maybe not so much. But someone who knows a lot about vampires, that's definitely not someone we want to be enemies with at the minimum. Bertram, I have some serious questions for you.
What do you need?
I met your ghoul Nox.
I know you did. Sharp kid. Can track like a bloodhound. I watched him work for a while before I approached him. I had no idea how eager he would be to help.
He didn't seem that sharp to me, but cool. He simply has talents I haven't seen in action. And yeah, obviously Bertram knew. You knew I did?
I knew you would. I had him watching you-know-who for me. It was inevitable you'd pass through our joint. I told him to keep an eye out for you, gave him lines to feed you, the whole bit.
For some reason, I feel like I can be frank with Bertram. He seems pretty easygoing. Whatever, I saw right through Nox. Got him to tell me all about your plan.
Oh, shit.
I know all about the plan you and Nox had worked out for me. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have revealed this.
Well, savor the flavor, fledgling.
Don't worry, I did it anyway.
Thanks. You helped me get rid of a spy without revealing myself, or getting my hands dirty.
I wanted to ask about someone else.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, all we know is that this guy and the Asian vampire were not on the same side, and Bertram wanted to kill him, and Nox was his tool to get me to do that, and I did it anyway, but we don't really know about what the story is behind that. It's a little bit hard for me to determine who to tell what. Should we be keeping all of our secrets to ourselves, or should we spill everything to everybody? What do you think of Prince LaCroix?
What am I gonna say? He's the boss now.
Was he ever not the boss? Yeah? What about that guy who decapitated my sire? Is that Nines?
He's LaCroix's iron fist.
No.
No one knows the sheriff, really, except LaCroix. No one even knows the guy's name. There's lots of rumors about him, though. I heard LaCroix picked him up in Africa over 100 years ago. Obviously, they work well together.
Oh, everybody's so well-traveled. Well, we have all the time in the world. Why not do some traveling? I wanted to ask about someone else.
Sure.
What about Nines Rodriguez?
From what I hear, he's a likable sort, and that's a problem. Nines Rodriguez is the kind of guy you want on your side, and more kindred go anarch every day because of him.
What's anarch? Okay. I don't think I can ask you about anybody else, right?
Sure.
I'm not gonna say... The last one is saying goodbye, isn't it?
From what I hear,
I see what you're saying. I wanted to ask you about the clans.
Sure.
Tell me about the Bruja.
They're a bunch of malcontents. They get pumped up by rousing the rabble they keep around them. Like, that's hard. Nothing breeds faster than contempt. And that's what the Bruja are all about. Jealousy and contempt.
Bruja are the really physically strong ones, right?
Sure.
Tell me about the gangrel, which is what I suspect Beckett is.
Well, they fancy themselves loners and drifters running around the countryside and barking at the moon. It's all just an act. Gangrel can walk upright. They just choose not to. Sure.
Tell me about the Malkavians.
Malkavians are, interesting. There's something to them. Learning to sort the wisdom from the bullshit can be some work, and, not all of them are worth listening to, but, they're all good fun, if you ask me.
They took Jeanette away from me too early. I wanted more from her. Is Therese Vorman all good fun?
That was just silly vampire politicking, Cupcake. No more. You get used to that kind of thing.
Yeah. Did you know Jeanette and Therese were the same person?
I had my suspicions. What an interesting specimen. But a pain in my dead ass for sure.
It sounded a lot more vicious than a pain in your ass.
Of course it did. As if vampires and women both weren't insecure enough. Get them together in one Malkavian body, and look what happens.
I think you have a thing for drama queens.
Yeah, no kidding. Now that the Camarillas moved into L.A., Therese wants the title of Prince of Santa Monica. I guess she saw me as a threat. Funny thing is, I could care less.
So the Camarilla, they want to move here. They were not established here because Therese is boss lady here. Prince is a title? It's not his name. His name is SL, right? So Prince basically means boss, and even if you're a woman, it doesn't become princess. Okay. What man is not intrigued by fame and power?
I wouldn't want to be the Prince of Terre Haute. I leave that headache to the Ventru. Besides, there's only like 4 vampires in all of Santa Monica. Some kingdom.
Really? There were like 20 Thin Bloods on the beach. When you become the prince of a place, I guess that's something that's acknowledged by the princes of the other places. Yeah, kind of like running for mayor in a town. Except somehow everybody knows about it, and I don't know. Territory is probably a pretty clear and cut out thing here. Normally. Until disputes rise up. That is funny. I wanted to ask you about something.
Like what?
I have more questions about the clans.
Clans are just bloodlines, you know. A common root shared and passed on from sire to child.
Ah, okay. Sire and child, I see. Tell me about the Nosferatu. You.
The Nosferatu are damn good at what we do. No one even argues that. If you need to know, if you want it found, you come to us. We're indispensable. Not a bad place to be in the afterlife.
What exactly do you do? If you want to know, if you want it found, you're like a detective? Oh, I can see that because your ability to turn invisible, that's a really big one. Lucky you.
The Nosferatu stick together, pool resources. We have more going on than anyone could guess at. Our web blankets the night.
It's kind of cool how even though the Nosferatu are kind of ugly, he has a nose ring, he still has an earring. He's still pretty vain and cares about his looks despite his circumstances. Hey, well, he's not letting it get him down. Are the Nosferatu part of the Camarilla?
I'm loyal to the clan, loyal to my primogen, and therefore loyal to the Camarilla.
Okay, so the question I asked was, are the Nosferatu loyal to the clan? I'm not asking, are you loyal to the clan? So you're telling me that the entire subspecies of vampires known as the Nosferatu, every single person here is loyal to the Camarilla? Loyalty is determined by clan? Do you like them?
The Nosferatu are the eyes and ears of the Camarilla, so they take care of us. They value our services. Or, don't want to be on our bad side. Either way, no one bothers us.
Well, then what I really want to know is, who is not part of the Camarilla? Wait, did we ask about Prince already? I think so.
What am I gonna say? He's the boss now.
Right.
Sure.
Should I ask about this one? The scene is dead. I'm out of here.
You better get back downtown. Prince LaCroix's gonna want to hear all about this victory.
On my way. Not yet.
What do you need?
I want to know more.
Like what?
Suddenly, we have a big info dump here. Not from the person who apparently knows all about the vampire lore, but from this person that we've been looking for the whole time.
Shoot.
Tell me about the Toreador.
I don't rub elbows with the pretty bloodsuckers much.
Excuse me.
But I've seen them work people like puppeteers, and that's admirable. Now, if only they'd get off their slimy asses and put their talent to some use besides feeding their egos.
Excuse me. Astute observations made from the safety of a rat hole.
Save it, Cleopatra. Your silver tongue might get tarnished licking this hide.
Disgusting worm. Moving on.
Like what?
I guess we're kind of friends now. We can do a little bit of banter.
Sure.
Tell me about the Tremere.
Mages. I don't have any reason to trust them. They're creepy, and I think they like it that way. But to be honest, I don't hear much about the Tremere. There's a few in LA, but all in all, there's not that many of them.
They keep to themselves.
Sure.
Tell me about the Ventru.
Well, they get a bad rap, if you ask me. Everyone likes to take shots at the man in charge. But when it comes to getting the job done, the Ventru know how to step up. They can take the heat.
Natural leaders. Natural leaders need to be able to mobilize people. Somebody like a Tremere might not be very good for mobilizing people then, because they seem to stick to themselves and they don't really socialize. People like me, people like Toreadors, we would probably make good followers to Ventrus. I also wanted to ask you about the Sects.
Yeah?
What can you tell me about the Anarchs? Oh, Anarchs and Camarilla?
The Anarchs. Yeah, I respect what they do, strenuous liberty and all that jazz, but they're kidding themselves. Wherever there's an ounce of power to be had, there'll be people dicking each other over. You think the Camarilla invented that?
Well, you're suddenly letting me ask about Nines. Is Nines an Anarch? Your explanation here, is it a different clan? A different clan opposing the Camarilla? Like anarchy? I get you. What about the other sects? Oh, it's not called clan, it's a sect. Clan is the vampire subspecies.
Yeah.
Ooh, did we ask about the Camarilla?
The Camarilla works. When you let vampires run wild, you wind up with caitiff frenzying in the streets, then bloods blowing the masquerade, and hunters sniffing around. Law and order is the kindred's friend.
Why is that important, though? It kind of goes back to my thinking about why do we not just wipe out all the humans? Because if we do that, then we wouldn't have blood. We want to keep them around so we have blood, so we can feed on them. What's a caitiff?
Caitiff are just riffraff vampires who don't know anything about vampire society. Don't know their clan. Mutt vampires. What I suspect you were perilously close to becoming if LaCroix hadn't intervened.
So like Lily and E then. Okay, when I was picked up by Prince, by LaCroix, they wanted to kill me. But here, is it because Prince's influence in Santa Monica is not strong? Is that why there's so many thin bloods? Law and order are not well established here. And that's why somebody's been going around killing people at the pier, and random vampires are siring other people, and there's a lot of thin bloods around.
Yeah.
I want to know more about the Sabbat.
You ask me, the Sabbat makes no sense. They couldn't care less about the masquerade, and they seem to care even less about themselves. It's like, hey, let's all spread hell on Earth so we can feel big and bad. Oops, I'm dead. Now how did that happen?
How are we even upholding the masquerade then? Because that's gotta be something that everybody agrees on. If the Sabbat don't want to play along, then... do people just treat them like crazies? Huh, vampires? They don't exist. Feels like the secret would have been given away a long time ago already. I think that's it, right? I'll quickly go through again.
Sure. Well, they get a... Yeah?
I'm out of here.
What do you need?
Have you heard anything about the serial killer?
Those murders are definitely the work of kindred. Probably some caitiff getting revenge on everyone who made fun of him in high school. Once the sheriff tracks this guy down, they're gonna make one hell of an example of him.
Sheriff? Oh, you mean that big palooka who cut off my sire's head? Oh, that guy.
He's LaCroix's Iron
okay.
Fist.
They all link back together. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The camera.
Oh, what do you mean thin bloods?
Theory goes that the farther down the bloodline you are from Cain, the weaker the blood is. So if you're, say, 5th generation, the blood is strong. If you're 15th generation, you barely qualify as a vampire. A thin blood.
Oh, whoa, this was an important one. Cain. Cain is like our originator, the progenitor vampire, I guess. And that's why we're called Cainites. Ah, the people, the vampires who are descended from Cain are all Cainites. How do I know what generation I am, though? I can't. Is there a particular way to tell if someone's a thin blood? What's the border between which generations would you be a thin blood? The 15? Who's Cain?
Cain, the biblical brother killer. Father of all vampires.
Oh, you mentioned hunters before. Who are they?
Hunters. Humans who hunt vampires. Most are half-cocked yokels, who also say they've been abducted by UFOs. The real hunters are trained by secret societies, holy orders of the church that have existed since the Middle Ages. Fear them.
Oh, we haven't seen a hunter yet. A hunter supposedly starts hunting us if we violate the masquerade too much. I have a few more questions.
Like what?
I don't know, man. This dialogue
Sure.
tree is pretty haphazardous. I think we got most of it, though.
You better get back downtown. Prince LaCroix is gonna want to hear all about this victory.
On my way. Alright, well, thanks, man, Bertram. That was a lot of good information that I probably would have liked getting a bit earlier, but hey, you can never be too late in learning new info. Now it's all rainy. The warehouse lies at the bottom of the Pacific. Report to Prince LaCroix at the Ventru Tower downtown. Okay. How do we do that? Do we just go back to our apartment, maybe? Oh, maybe that taxi there, huh? Yeah? Well, let me go back to my apartment first, because I want to get my reward for mailing the werewolf blood and all that. And maybe we'll check out the TV and the radio. Whoa! Okay, that was very clearly not a glitch. I was gonna feed on the guy to top off my blood. What the hell was that? Do we know of a vampire that can turn to dust like that? Holy crap. Oh, and before we talk to anybody, we should probably... That is the police. That is the police. I didn't violate anything. I'm fine. Hey, officer, what's up? Oh, it's probably because of the art gallery, right? Even the truck is gone. The guy's gone. Hey, officers, what's going on here? What happened?
Sorry, I'm busy.
Crime scene. Gonna have to ask you to step back, please.
What's going on here?
Some lunatic broke into the gallery and slashed up the paintings. Everyone's a critic these days, huh?
I just hope they catch the person who did this. Bye now. Not very Toreador-like. Oh, I hope the security guard didn't get fired. He saw me though. So if he sees me again, he can probably tell people that, hey, it was me. That's not good. If we go to the Ventru Tower, does that mean that we're gonna get out of the town? Because we still haven't been to Megahertz. And we still haven't solved the mystery of the murder at the pier. Oh, we want to talk to Mercurio? He should be happy. The Sabbat has recently increased its activity, actively vying for Chicago. Oh, hey, we have this here. But we still can't lockpick it, right? Picklock it. Lockpick it. This is level 8? Level 8. If I do a blood buff, I can probably get to level 6? Do I have enough points to put more into lockpicking? I've got 6. Lockpicking. I only have lockpicking level 3 right now, my goodness. Security and dexterity. We should probably do this one, but I don't have enough points. I'll remember you. I'll be back. Oh. Hey, man. He doesn't want an update on what happened? Well, he might, but he's not here anymore. Somehow I doubt he's gone to the hospital. Maybe Prince picked him up? I feel like we've probably... Oh, they're gone now. I feel like we've probably made too big of a scene around here tonight. We're suddenly bumping into a lot of people. That guy that turned into smoke, the werewolf guy. Just everybody. Do we have a reward? $150! Thank you, man. Awesome. Oh, we have a spare key here. For my house? I don't really need a key for my house, though. Cool. Nothing in my fridge. I don't even eat. I have 2 unread emails. Nicely done. Your assistance was much appreciated in regards to the werewolf blood. Please find your payment in the mailbox, if you haven't already done so, SL. Subject, the first move from a friend. The White King moves to protect his pawn. Okay. The White King moves to protect his pawn. We don't really know who anybody is. Maybe I'm the pawn. Probably.
Tonight, a derelict ship found floating 10 miles off the Los Angeles coast earlier this morning was towed into the port of Los Angeles a few hours ago. The ship was spotted around midnight by fishermen who contacted the Coast Guard after their attempts to hail the ship proved futile. Coast Guard officials are releasing very little information right now, but have identified the vessel as the Elizabeth Dane. No word as of yet as to the whereabouts of the crew, though the Coast Guard are asking any ships that had contact with the Elizabeth Dane to assist them in their search. We'll have more on this story as it breaks. In other news, an apparent third victim of the Southland slasher has prompted the closing of the Santa Monica Pier, where the body was found earlier tonight. Investigators say the scene closely mirrors those of slayings in Glendale and Long Beach. In both cases, the bodies of the victims were described as torn apart, though details are being withheld from the public at this time. Police urge anyone with information relating to this case to contact
You could see the
them.
body through the
A robbery
fence.
gone bad at the Surfside Diner left several dead after the attempts by the would-be robbers were thwarted by a diner patron turned vigilante. Witnesses saw the vigilante run from the diner after they were alerted by the sound of gunfire inside. Police have stated that vigilantism will not be tolerated and that the party responsible will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. A massive gelatinous creature that washed up on the beaches of Providence, Rhode Island has scientists scratching their heads. Found by a jogger early on Tuesday morning who says he smelled it a mile away, the mystery creature is thought to be some form of giant octopus, though marine biologists that have examined the monster have commented that they have never seen anything like it in the cephalopod family before. They speculate that it could be from a yet undiscovered family of sea creatures. Art criticism or vandalism? Paintings on display at Santa Monica's Gallery Noir were slashed by an intruder who evaded capture by security. The paintings were estimated to be worth nearly $250,000.
Oh my God.
They were to be auctioned in a charity event tomorrow night.
Oh
A
no!
robbery gone bad at the Surfside Diner left several dead after the attempts by the would-be robbers were thwarted by a diner patron turned vigilante. Witnesses
repeating.
saw the vigilante...
Well, they reported on what happened at the diner, but I was being shot at, okay? That was self-defense. And we're in America, okay? I'm allowed to shoot a gun. I know this. Seriously, though, that wasn't my fault. They were the ones who shot at me. The art gallery, though? Yeah, that was my fault. I've got nothing to say. I even stole charity money.
Hello, LA. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope you've slipped into something comfortable. I know I have. If you're new to town or just new to this whole radio thing, you're listening to The Deb of Night. The only girl who will spend the night with you and leave first thing in the morning, guaranteed. Well, looks like the boards are lighting up. Aren't I the popular one? Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
The subtitles are too fast.
Caller, you've got the first shot at Deb tonight. So, who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Hi, Deb. This is, Vigo.
No. The subtitles are, like, not even playing the same thing. Can we restart it?
So, Vigo, why are you up so late?
No, it's glitched out. We're hearing the same one again. I think someone mentioned that we have to finish listening to the whole thing for it to play a new one. In that case, maybe I'll just... But the subtitles don't match right now, so maybe I'll come back later on and try to get it to refresh. Okay. Still nobody here. This is such an empty house. Everybody has such empty houses. No. I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh! Peepin', a warrior's field guide. What? Oh no. Peeping's not just for lonely, perverted losers anymore. In fact, at least 3 psychologists say it's a healthy form of sexual expression. Every good warrior needs to develop a sneaking game. Get used to crouching and evenly distributing the weight as you walk. Stick to the shadows and behind cover. You'll be taping titties in no time. This book raises your stealth skill. Maybe not for the right reasons, but I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you very much. How much did it increase it by? Hey, we have 7 points now. Good. Our sneaking is now level 3. We have 1 point in stealth. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try to raise my lockpicking next maybe, because I really want to get into that box. But do we have to go report to Prince now? Are we leaving here for good? Once we go talk to Prince? I hope not. Because we still haven't been to Megahertz yet. Oh, there was a manhole cover right here! I didn't even realize. Hey everybody. Does anybody want to let me have some delicious blood? There's too many damn people here, and you're all walking in like a rotating rectangle. Right under the street lamp. Aren't we daring? Don't stand in the middle of the road, it's dangerous. Oh, I never looked here. Oh, I don't think we were meant to look around here, but hey. I never looked behind me. That's kind of cool. Okay. Trip? You got new stuff? People who have shops, they have a lot of people... What the... Oh no, I'm stuck. Okay, that's not good because when was the last time I saved? Oh. Thankfully, I had an autosave right outside. Hey, Trip! As I was gonna say, people who own shops, they might have a lot of information because a lot of people come in and out every day.
Thanks for coming back. What you need?
Like to buy something.
Alright, here's what we got today.
Wow, we have $1,000 now, including some charity money. But, oh, it seems like the stuff like gold rings, watches, the only purpose is to sell them for money. So I guess I will. Because apparently we have a limited inventory too. Yeah, start selling all of this. Sell money. Your bulging wallet makes you the undead Rockefeller. All of it? Oh, actually, the gold ring was in a different category. Maybe I shouldn't have sold that one. Oh well, I did it already. Whoops. Yada yada yada. Even pill bottles? The morphine? Maybe somebody else needs the morphine. Who knows? Have all my rings. I can't sell the drug box. Prescription bottle? Oh, the cash box! Yeah, freaking sell this and get rid of the evidence. What the heck? Feel like I should keep the medicine though. But for some reason I can't sell the drug box. I mean, probably we don't really need it, but hey. Now I give off the impression of being a druggie if somebody looks through my stuff.
Thanks for coming back. What you need?
Nothing. Just looking, thanks. Alrighty. Use a cab to travel between cities. Oh, so maybe we can go back and forth whenever we like. Huh. Well, that guy's not here anymore. But the cab should still be here. Before that, I want to go talk to Therese. Yeah, they really want me to go take the cab. Why scream? I didn't do anything. Yeah, I know how this works. Oh, but she doesn't want to see me again, right? If I come back, she might actually just be mad. Ah, but I can check out your computer now because you're gone. Yes. One Baroness 3. The Baroness of Santa Monica. Nectar of the Gods. From Vandal. Miss Vorman, your humble servant has done his all to provide you with yet another batch of the finest sanguine spirits, and I apologize for not pouring it when you asked last time. Forgive me. Unlike you, I'm an imperfect being. The guy at the hospital? Ah, so Therese must be Queen Bitch then. Your humble servant. Okay. Halting construction. Julian Johnson. Look, Miss Vorman, I'm really sorry to do this, but the men won't work there anymore. They say it's haunted. The Ocean House Hotel? Regarding Santa Monica as my city, from Jeanette. Why are you always so mean? Birdie's not so bad once you get to know him. You're the disgusting one. No, your bitchy attitude is tearing us apart. You need to cool off. Why don't you go and swim in the Pacific? A lot of arguing. Contacts. Hey, the contacts of a businesswoman. They could come in handy. Business. How predictable. LaCroix? Just numbers? Camarilla, Prince of LA. Ah! Sebastian LaCroix. Ah, so his name is Sebastian, but we called him the Prince because he's the Prince of Los Angeles. I see. Tung, Bertram Tung. Shreknet. Local Nosferatu. Johnson, construction guy. Miller. The flow at undergroundsound.vtm, this jockey. Vandal. Blood bank manager. And your humble servant. LeBeau? Art coordinator. Oh. If we looked at this computer earlier, we might have been able to get a hint that the gallery was related to what Therese is doing. Ah. Well, it's too late now. Sorry, Therese. I didn't mean to cause losses up to $500,000 for you. Holy crap, that's a lot. One has her hair tied. Dude, who made this painting? Who even made this painting? Who did they commission? Oh, I don't think we'll be seeing Therese anymore. She's just gone. But I'm glad we came back for the computer. Maybe she's too busy working on the Ocean House Hotel now. Okay. Yes. Let's use a cab. Let's use a cab.
Where to?
They make me go on the side of the road to talk to him. Drive. I'll tell you when the mood hits me. Which is right now. Santa Monica, downtown. City of Los Angeles. So Therese rules Santa Monica, but Prince rules the entirety of LA. So Therese is under Prince then, right? Downtown. Cain is father of all vampires. We are all Cainites. Hey. What the hell? How did you not pay attention, dude? You just got out of the cab.
Let's drain it. Let's stake it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get away with it? Ah, lick.
These are vampires.
Let's pull out its eyes and its tongue and its teeth. I want its teeth.
Camarilla fuck.
Oh!
Boys, I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet. Son of a bitch!
Leave.
Nines.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us. What are you gonna do? Shoot us?
This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with the Sabbat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you. Good effort.
Execution needs a little work. You look like shit.
Thanks.
Name's Nines.
Thanks for the help.
Should have been more careful, newbie. This ain't the burbs.
I remember you from the court.
Kid, I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
Oh, now we're really getting into the vampire politics. I'll do that.
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
I'll try. I remember Nines as the person who was against me living, but he's really nice to me here. Maybe I remembered wrong, or maybe the real story is not really what I think it is.